Should I sing the national anthem to start us off?
I mean, no, because I don't have all Americans. I just did.
I don't either, but it just felt right. But you know what? Good point.
Yeah.
We need to be all encompassing today.
Yep. This is Olympics. It's Olympic time, if you didn't know.
Yeah, if you're not aware, then that's actually crazy, but...
It's been a shite show. Ooh wee.
To say the freaking least, it has been... But it's one to remember, you know?
Who knew Paris was so woke? I didn't.
I kind of figured... The city of love. I don't know. I just feel like, to me, that feels like a woke city.
I don't know. I feel like everywhere in Europe just anti-woke.
Yeah. I mean, I have obviously no idea, but this week, everyone, it's the top 10 Olympians. We had to.
Ooh, we in the spirit of the games.
We had to. If you aren't watching, honestly, that's totally okay.
Yeah, you're not missing. Well,
I mean,
there's some good stuff, but God, get it together.
I guess if you're ready to watch a lot of commercials, then plug in. But if you want
it together, NBC.
I don't understand. Is this the first year they've done it to where you don't see them receive the medals?
Maybe. I think so.
Because
that's like the best part.
That's the best part. And then...
Well, not the best part, but
it's
huge.
Well, and then I feel like people will post stuff like pictures and people on the podium, and you're like, that's cool. That would have been cool to see that happen.
I don't get it.
This episode just turns into us bitching about all the Olympics.
The way I could bitch about this year's Olympics is
it's been bad.
Outrageous. Just the skateboarding alone, the amount of runs and tricks that I've missed because they were on commercial break. You couldn't have waited 20 seconds aligned with whoever was running the TV booth.
Also, I'm like, it's the literal Olympics. Like, the whole globe is involved. We couldn't have afforded, we couldn't have gotten that in order.
Couldn't have been like, hey, 20 more seconds. Commercial's not over. Wait, don't drop yet.
Like.
What the hell?
Anyways, but despite all that, today, we're going to be honoring some Olympians.
And how do they not pay their athletes?
Okay.
Snoop Dogg, allegedly, take this with a grain of salt because it is a headline that I read from Instagram, is allegedly getting paid $500,000 a day to promote the Olympics like he's been doing.
You know what, though? We'll dive in a little bit. Let's put a pin in that.
Okay.
But basically, Olympics, pay your freaking athletes. What's going on?
It's ridiculous. You can't even give them a good bed
Yeah,
to
give
sleep
them a nice
on.
bed. How about we start with that? Let's not pay them yet, even though that's insane. Let's start with a decent night's sleep.
I hear the food is doo-doo in the Olympic Village.
Yep.
What are we doing?
It's basically like a crazy summer camp, but there's the pressure of the entire globe. So, don't screw up, but also you're going to eat like shit and sleep like crap. Sleep like crap as well.
At least everybody's on an even playing field.
I guess, but God, we have notes.
It doesn't make
Olympics,
sense.
we have notes.
It doesn't. You guys are making so much money.
You're drowning in it.
You can't even... I wonder if they even cover their travel expenses.
Doubt it.
Probably not. Maybe.
But I'm like, again,
Honestly,
bare minimum. Even if they...
It's probably the country's doing that.
Yeah, if they do, it's not a big deal. That's the freaking bare minimum. But anyways.
Ridiculous.
My love, would you like to start us off, or shall I?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll get it rolling. This is new kid on the block right here.
Okay.
Back-to-back skateboarding gold medalist, Yuto Horigome.
Nice.
Holy dookie.
Absolute freak of nature. We
Oh
talked
my
about him at
God.
lunch today, actually.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kid is just out of control. He's a problem on the board. And this year he did it at the buzzer. His last trick. He put it down to take the lead back to back.
But let's just get this right out. Can we just talk about how Olympic skateboarders are not even that good?
Oh my God, that is the craziest reel I've ever seen in my life.
I love when people, sorry to just be sassy about the Olympics, but I love when people are like, why do I feel like this sport is not that good this year? And I'm like, then you do it.
Oh my, just the gall of somebody to be like, oh, they're not, why aren't they landing on every single trick?
And then she says, I don't really know how to skateboard, but they're like not really good this year.
I implore you to just stand on a skateboard and you'll go,
Push.
oh,
Try pushing.
This makes sense.
Try pushing.
Everybody that like complains about skateboarding looking easy, just stand on one.
It's scary.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's
but anyways,
so
back
hard.
to Yuto. I just
Yuto, Japanese stud. Japan is just taking over in the board sports.
It's crazy.
They just got that samurai blood in them. I swear I think he was running like a samurai, like a sword slash after he do a run or some shit.
I also love that he's just like a sweetie and he just has a like deep love for the game.
Yep.
And is just stoked to be there.
And he's a street dog. He's not just out there training for the Olympics.
Exactly.
I hate when people say skateboarders train for the Olympics. Like, dog, you're just skating.
Right. And yeah,
it's
I'm not
skateboarding. Stop taking it that serious.
Yeah.
Like Jinwoo, all the Chinese kids and shit like are training hard, and all they do is hit park. Like it's
interesting.
Go hit the streets, bro. Let's see a street part from Jinwoo.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's only 14, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But Yuto, he's a street dog. He went and made a part in Japan where if they catch you skating in the streets, you get fined like $500.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Like they don't play out there.
Yeah.
It's illegal AF.
Good for him.
So he put it down for his country.
Yeah, he did.
His city. Just, oh man, I can't talk enough about Yuto. He makes like the hardest stuff look so
Look like
easy.
Sleeper.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Doesn't sweat. He does not sweat.
Wait, that's so true. I've never noticed that, but that's real.
When you're watching a skate park, you can always tell how hard somebody worked for a trick because their shirts are either dirty or they're sweating up a storm.
Yeah.
Never. He is always like second and third try, if not first try. The kid is just built
floating.
different.
Yeah.
Oh man. So shout out to Yuto. He's probably going to win the next one too, if not podium.
100%.
He's got to.
Yeah.
Back to back.
He'll absolutely be podium, if not.
In LA too? Come on.
Oh, come on.
Nah, Nigel's got to. We need Nigel to get the gold
We
in
do,
LA.
but I don't know.
Yuto's just a problem.
We'll see. All right, that's a good first pick. My number 10 is a little bit of a throwback. His name is Jesse Owens.
Okay.
I mean, I just know a little bit more about some of the others. But I love this sassy fact about him. So he won track and field in 1936.
Berlin.
And Hitler was there
Yep.
watching, and he got super pissed that he won. And I just think that's so funny. Like, to have pissed off Hitler in the stands. This might not be true, but in the little blurb that I read, I swear they said that he like got up and left because he was so mad.
Probably.
And I think that's just awesome. So
one of the first, I would say, African American athletes in the Olympics. He set the precedent for showing up all white people. He was like, "Yo, we're better than
watch
y'all.
this.
Yeah, watch out."
So shout out to Jesse. I think that's so awesome. And what a cool little fun fact you have forever associated.
Yeah, we might hear about him again.
Okay, word.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. All right, my number 9, another boarder. It's the Flying Tomato, Shaun White.
Nice.
Come on.
Nice.
Come on. He had to be on the list.
Yeah.
That ginger.
Yeah.
3-time gold medalist in the half pipe. 06, 010, so he went back to back.
06, 010.
06, 010,
Nice.
back to back. And then he came in 018 and got the last dub as an old man.
I know.
And like, fun fact, while he was training for that, 2017, He hit the deck hard in training
Yeah.
and had to get like 62 stitches. Still came back strong. Got the dub in
Yeah.
Pyongyang.
Nice. Nice.
So
You might hear a little bit.
oh god, he's the man.
Yeah.
So
I like it. My number 9 is another boarder.
whoa.
And it's someone who I feel like got absolutely gypped this year because of the freaking commercials. And it's a new personal fave of mine, Cordano Russell.
Shout out.
I was talking about him today, because the stuff that was missed that you told me about.
3 tricks.
Yeah.
3 of the best tricks that he landed, all above 90 scores.
That's just insane.
He would have podiumed if he like put together in his
Next
lines in his run. Yeah, he's like 18,
He's a monster.
19.
Yeah.
Dude's like 6'2", 6'3".
No, I swear he's like 6'5".
6'5",
Maybe
like
not 6'5".
210.
Yeah.
Should be a middle
Big boy.
linebacker in the NFL.
And just like sweetest boy representing Canada. Love his dad. Love his fam.
Yep.
So I just wanted to shout him out because I think he got gypped. And I'm excited to see him next Olympics.
Oh, man.
Not that he didn't do well, but I do think next Olympics is going to be his time.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Fun fact, he has a custom-made skateboard that has like extra ply in it because he's so big.
It's great. It looks like, I don't want to say abnormal because
It
obviously,
looks abnormal.
but like he obviously can do what he does, but you just don't see dudes built like that skating. So it is this like, what? But he's so good. He's so good. So just wanted to shout him out as my number 9.
Fun fact, when he falls, the ground gets scared.
Literally, like, actually, he's a monster.
He is a beast.
Yeah.
And he does the weirdest tricks. Like, the trick, like,
I love it.
oh, what a legend.
Yeah.
And he, like, has his dad film all his video, or used to, all his video
Yeah.
parts. Like that one clip of him sacking a rail. He's
His
just on
dad,
the
just
ground.
breathe,
Just breathe, son.
He had to be like, how old do you think?
14.
Yeah. Max.
Just sacked the hell out of a rail.
His dad just I don't even think his dad ran up to him. He just was like still on the other side and was just like, just breathe. Just breathe.
You know when it's bad and when, like, he'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my number 9, Cordano.
Cordano. My number 8, he's probably a little low just in terms of what he did outside of the Olympics, but the dude of all dudes on the dream team, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Nice.
What?
Yeah.
He set the precedent for like US basketball just dominating.
Yeah.
Ever since he decided to go to the Olympics, we haven't taken any L's except for that one year with LeBron and all of them. I think it was like 08, and then they came back in 012
How
as the redeem team.
nice. How crazy would it be to watch the Olympics during that time
Oh my goodness.
and to watch him?
Oh my goodness. People believe Magic may have got his diagnoses on that tour.
Interesting. I did not
I
know
don't
this.
know, probably not. I'm probably just making shit up. But boy, did that team run through Spain.
I'm sure.
Whoa.
Sure. I mean, come on. They're just crazies.
Spain's got a lot of good basketball players now. A good basketball team now. Coincidence? I think
We
not.
think not. Nice. Always love MJ.
Yep. When they won the gold medals or whatever, I'm pretty sure they were sponsored by Adidas or something.
Okay.
And he went out there and covered up the logo since he was sponsored by Nike.
I love that.
No, he did something funny. I can't remember what he did, but he did some sly shit to where it wasn't showing the Adidas logo.
He is a sneaky boy. I kind of love that, actually.
I swear it was like the way he was holding the medal or wore the medal to hide the logo.
Yeah.
So
Smart.
that he could show off his Jordans or his Nikes or some shit.
Nice.
Yeah, just a schemer.
Absolute schemer.
Got to make that money.
Yep. He's a businessman at the end of the day. All right, my number 8, my first girly of the evening. It's Chloe Kim. These aren't all Summer Olympics, by the way.
Oh, amazing one.
Chloe Kim, first of all, cutest, oodiest girl. But I didn't know this. She was the youngest woman to win gold in half pipe. I swear the article said she was 14.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's something about women on board sports, and they're all just below 18.
Yes.
I don't get it.
So I thought that was insane. And also, I mean, this could apply to others, but yeah, all those people under 18, I'm like, then what? Like, can you imagine at 14 years old being like, yeah, like, what'd you guys do this summer or winter? Like, oh, I just won the Olympic gold.
I think the oldest person in the park skateboarding women's finals was like 23, and then the second youngest was 20, and then all the rest were
Babies.
sub 20.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nuts.
Which I think is super cool. Like, I like it. I just think it's so insane to think, like, to put yourself in their shoes and then be like, now what? But
Yeah, there was like a 13-year-old.
yeah, it's crazy. But Chloe Kim, shout out to you. Always, or also, I don't know. I love girly snowboarders.
Is she Chinese?
I
No, I think she represents America, maybe.
have no idea.
I don't either. That's bad. We should know this.
It's okay.
Oh, well.
But Chloe, shout out to you. 14 winning the gold. And like half pipe. Just crazy.
Half pipe is terrifying.
It looks,
Those things are like 22 feet vertical.
Yeah. No.
I went into a medium pipe and got broke off. It might have been like 10, 12 feet.
I would
Had no business.
have heart issues if you were actively doing like a half pipe. I would have to go to the doctor.
She's just doing things that I can't even understand. Like, I can't even comprehend or begin to think how to do anything in a half pipe.
No, it'll never make sense to me. I don't understand how these people do this, but I guess the only thing I could
Airbags.
true.
They're
But I'm
just-
like, I think having that youth is definitely an advantage because you do just, I feel like to some degree, don't have that like fear in you yet. Also, your body just bounces back way faster.
Those people don't have, well, they got the fear. They just turn it off.
Yeah, I just think it makes more sense to me that like little kids are like, yeah, whatever, I'll just do it.
But they're also just like the new generation just throw themselves into giant airbags.
Yeah.
And foam pits 1,000 times, and then they're like, all right, let's just put it down for real, and they just put it down
Also,
easy.
she's probably been boarding since she was like 2, so there's that. But
That helps.
yeah. So Chloe, shout out to you, girl, putting it down.
Yeah, what a
Stud.
God. Yeah, what a stud.
Yep.
Oh, it's a late one tonight.
It's okay.
Ooh, number 7. We're throwing it all the way back to the first, like the ancient Olympics.
Nice.
This dude is Malone of Crotone. 6-time wrestling winner. He won 6 Olympics as a wrestler.
And like
What?
wrestling back then, I feel like
They were naked.
Nice.
The ancient Olympics, everybody was naked.
That's crazy.
So he was wrestling peen to peen.
Nice.
Think of, oh my goodness, how demoralizing does it got to be? Just having somebody stand over you, just junk swinging
I'm good.
after they just
Dominated.
took you dominated.
Yeah.
6 times.
That's crazy.
It doesn't even make sense nowadays. This dude was dominating.
Yeah, dang, that yeah.
And they didn't win medals back then. They won wreaths or the
Nice.
headgear.
Let's bring those back. That's kind of fun.
I'm here for it.
Come on.
They definitely should.
Yeah. Or at least like when people podium, even though apparently we're not going to see that anymore, when they get the medal, they should also get a little wreath on their head, I think.
I swear they used to do that back in the 70s or some shit.
I feel like they probably did too. I just think that's a good look. to honor the OGs, but
You gotta respect your elders.
Yeah.
Respect where you came from.
nice.
Yeah, shout out to Malone and his
Malone.
swinging ween.
No.
And his ween wrestling. Yep. Wrestler. There you go.
Nice. Okay. My number 7, it's just an absolute staple. Usain Bolt.
Oh, man. Too low, but okay.
I know, definitely, but I think it's going to be okay. Fun fact about Usain Bolt is when I was living in Nashville, my little brother, who thinks he's unstoppable, said, I bet I'm as fast as him.
Woo.
So we put that to the test, and I think my sister drove like 5 miles an hour or something down the road. Newsflash, he was not as fast.
I wonder how fast. Do you know how fast he runs? Isn't it like 12 miles an hour? Just something ridiculous.
It's something insane. I don't know off the top of my head. But also, like, imagine being like, oh, yeah, I'm the fastest man in the world. That's crazy.
It's cheetah-like.
Like, seriously, it's like almost not human.
Also, his height plays a factor. He's got a height advantage on a lot of his competitors.
How tall /
I don't know. I just
and
saw that he was taller than everyone else.
I didn't know that.
Yep, he's from the Big Island.
He truly is.
Yep, shout out to Jamaica.
Shout out Usain, but you can't have a list without him.
Yeah,
so.
He's just the most iconic runner. I would say
And
everybody knows who Usain
I was
Bolt
gonna
is.
say, like, even if you're not an avid Olympics watcher, you know who that is.
He's a freaking cheetah.
Seriously.
Oh my god.
Dang, I should have looked up what his like speed was, but I feel like it's not human.
Who knows? We might hear about him again.
Okay. Nice. Your number 6?
Sure. Larissa Letyin. No, freaking know. Some Russian chick.
Just Larissa. That's her stage
Larissa
name.
Letyinya. Most winning woman of all time.
What was her event?
Gymnastics. She was a gymnast.
Nice.
Just a Russian
They are
freak.
freaks.
Come on.
That's one of my favorite ones to watch.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
insane.
Oh, yeah. It's. I can't even start. I can barely backflip on a trampoline. Like
On a balance beam, like the stuff they do on the beam is crazy.
The shit they do just off a flat ground.
Yeah.
Granted, the ground's a little has a little bounce to it.
A tiny bit, so like when they land, it has a less resistance. But I'm like, it's not like launching them into the air.
But they're just busting out double fulls and shit. Hell, and that dude when Drew at the skate park just did a random a full like a backflip 360.
Don't even know. I was like,
what the hell?
I was nervous for him to do that. That was crazy.
As soon as he
casual.
did that, I was like, you gymnastics or cheerleading, honestly. He could have been a cheerleader.
Maybe.
But he
to
didn't.
do that on Crete is crazy.
Well, he did a backflip on Crete. He did the full on grass. He was like, I got to go to grass
Fair
for
enough.
this.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Of course.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't think he was a cheerleader. He had more of a gymnast vibe.
Yeah.
You know when somebody's a cheerleader. For the most part.
Nice.
Yep. But shout out to I feel like that was during the Cold War too. So
she's the most decorated woman, you said?
Yep.
Nice.
So there you go. Shout out Larissa.
Shout out girlfriend.
Russian person.
Girly.
Yep.
You skirly.
Also, why are we trying to keep like Russian athletes? I don't know if we are. I feel like we are like out of the Olympics. They have nothing to do with what's going on in Ukraine.
I do feel like I heard something where
Or
I don't know if it was Olympics.
Israel athletes or Palestinian athletes like that. They're athletes. They're not freaking politicians.
I don't know if it's in the Olympics, but
It might have been the World Cup or something.
maybe that's what it was, because there was something where I heard specifically with like Russian athletes that they couldn't play. I think it was the World Cup.
Yeah, the World Cup sounds right.
But yeah, that's just so silly because it's like, what? They didn't do what?
Yeah. What?
Also, it's like so separated. Like that's.
Not in Russia, apparently.
We have so many notes for the Olympics. They really need to listen.
I thought it was so crazy when people were calling to kick out Russian NHL players when Russia invaded Ukraine.
I remember that.
They were talking shit about Alexander Ovechkin because his like profile picture was with Putin. Bro, you realize that's just saving face. He's trying to not get sent to the gulag.
Yeah. It's just silly.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's the best Russian hockey player. Of course he's going to have a picture with Putin in his profile picture on Twitter. If he doesn't, Putin's going to off him.
Yeah.
They're surviving out there, bro. Yeah. Like, come on.
I just think it's dumb. It's like, it's not related. They literally couldn't be further, like, I don't know. I just think it's silly. Just let them freaking do their thing.
Dumb.
Yeah. Well, shout out Larissa, you crazy girly.
Yep.
My number 6 is Koko Yoshizawa, a.k.a.
Figure skater?
No.
Gymnast?
No, it was the 14-year-old skater. That was an app.
Shame on me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Was she in the street?
He.
Oh, my. I'm done. I'm freaking
I mean,
done.
Coco is it could be literally either. Just to give you the benefit of the doubt, it's Coco. Like, it's not like I was like, it's Amy. Anyways, it's okay. Anyways, I had no idea who this person was until not too long ago when we watched the dude's skaters and an app. I know we've said this about a couple people already, but an absolute freak of nature in obviously the best way. Cannot even fathom what is to come.
Japanese.
Yeah, insane. And like, who else? Oh, like, there's definitely other young athletes on here that you're like, that's crazy. But I don't know. I just feel like he was in a whole different, like, he was keeping up with the freaking big dogs.
Speaking of keeping up, how about Andy Mack, 51 years old? If you didn't get chills watching that, you're not. Literally, I got
goosebumps when Tony Hawk stood up and was like clapping for him.
51.
Goosebumps.
He didn't qualify for finals, but he put on a damn show.
Who cares?
He put together a full run, did a backflip out of the bowl. That was insane. At 51?
That's crazy.
Oh, my God. He's the best. I remember I had an Andy Mack backpack when I was in kindergarten.
Stop.
Are you kidding me? Kindergarten.
That's amazing. Oh, my God. Wait, I love that. And just like, I don't know, like if I was to guess his age, he obviously looks a little bit older, but I'm like, I wouldn't have guessed in 50s. Like, he doesn't move. He's good. Like,
whatever regiment he's on, I need to get on immediately. He's probably just getting pumped with stem cells, whatever testosterone replacement is.
Watch it be on. Like something so silly where he's like, I've just managed stress well my whole life.
It's like, yeah, just skate and eat clean.
Cool. Yeah, cool. You're the worst.
Cool. And he wears a helmet.
He does wear a helmet, which
I feel like you kind of have to if you're skating park and vert. That's a mandatory.
Yes, as it should be.
I mean, you could still get broke off.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Yeah, honestly, shout out to him. But Coco, all I have to say, the next, like, it's just going to be insane. We're going to get insanity for a while.
Oh, my goodness. LA is going to be wild. That's going to be a fun one to watch for skateboarding.
Yeah.
Can we, for the love of God, get the coverage down?
Please, we need to fix that.
I'm so sick of missing. There was an entire run today, a 45-second run, multiple times that they missed.
It's just... It doesn't make any sense. This is literally like, you would think...
Cut the commercial short. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Time it better. What are you doing?
Tell them to wait to drop 20 seconds.
Yeah. It's bad. So let's... LA, maybe we do a little correcting because
They
this
won't.
is
LA is not ready to host the Olympics. That's
going
to be a travesty.
Yeah. Well,
My word.
it's not going to be good. But
And then we're hosting the Winter Olympics in like 28, aren't we?
I think it
what
was.
What are we in right now?
We're
2032, maybe?
Yes, I think that's what it was.
Oh, my goodness.
That I'm not as worried about
I guess Utah will figure it out.
Yeah, LA I think is going to be bad. But we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, that's my number 6. Coco.
Fair enough. Number 5, Louis Zamperini. If you don't know him, go watch Unbroken. That's who that is. Yep.
That's so good.
Yep.
That's... Oh my...
He's not even on the list for like what he did at the Olympics, which was alright. You know, he came in 8th place, but he did at the time set the lap record for the mile. I think he was in the mile.
I'm so ashamed that... I'm so grateful that you put him on that list.
Just
how?
He was running in Berlin in 36 with Owens. But yeah, long distance runner, came in 8th place. Whatever. That's beside the point. Didn't compete in 1940 because he said, F it. I'm going to freaking war.
Yep, that he did.
Joined the Air Force. Crashed or something. Didn't they crash in the ocean? I
honestly don't remember.
I swear he was like in the ocean surviving on nothing and then got picked up by the Japanese.
I don't fully remember, but I do think you're right. I don't know.
But got picked up by the Japanese, became just a prisoner of war, and they found out he was an Olympian runner. Not good. Not good for him. They beat him down.
Please watch that movie if you have not seen it. Please. It is so good.
It's insane.
Oh, absolute solid choice.
Shout out to Louis.
Thank you for including him.
Had to be.
Dang, I feel like mine is kind of, no shade to her, but mine's kind of lame compared. My number 5 is Katie Ledecky.
Oh, good, great one.
Here's the thing.
Most winning swimmer woman.
Yes, she has won 14 medals.
Insane.
And she is like determined to out medal, like as far as number of medals goes, to beat Phelps.
That's 5 more. She needs 6 more.
No, she needs a little bit more than that.
I thought he had 19.
We'll get into it, but he has a little bit more than that. She has a ways to go, but I mean, I don't know like the lifespan or career span for a swimmer, but I feel like she's young.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know, but anyways, 14 also like, because obviously there's people who...
It's more than Mark Spitz.
Mark Spitz?
Yep.
Who's that?
The Michael Phelps before Michael Phelps.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who that is. But it's just crazy because, like, obviously people have more, but I'm like, if you think about that, 14 Olympic medals is crazy. That's insane.
Oh, my God. That's some serious...
coinage.
Yeah. Some serious coinage.
But shout out to you, sister. I don't know how long swimmers typically do this for, but I hope...
How long has she been around? This is like her 3rd Olympics?
I think so, because she was definitely around maybe the key of...
I couldn't tell you. That was a pretty high-pitched one.
Yeah, that was like a high C.
Yep.
Maybe her 3rd, but yeah.
She's got another 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, I think so. But she had to be on the list. I wanted to put her a little bit higher, but I think the others deserve their spots, so.
Fair enough. Ledecky.
Yep.
Swimming's weird. There's so many events.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because you can compete in like freestyle, breaststroke,
right.
backstroke, butterfly. Then you got the team events.
Right. So I guess maybe that would be not an easy one, but one where you have so many that it would be easy to rack up a lot of medals as
Yeah.
opposed to like other ones.
Yep. And if you're doing one, you're doing all the other strokages.
Yeah, you are.
So
Nice.
shout out to her. She got a mean stroke.
She certainly does.
Just a strokes woman, some would say.
Some would, yes.
Some would certainly say. Okay, number 4. Okay, here we go. What's up?
You do it so clean. I can't. Mine is so lame.
You just gotta like, I don't know.
I'll practice it for the next
Relax.
episode, which is a big one, by the way.
If we have a computer by then, this thing is hanging on by a thread.
Hey, you guys, if you can just buy us a new computer, that'd be so cool.
I mean, this thing's only like 8 years old now. No,
It's-
6.
It's
That's
served
crazy.
well. Nice.
Yeah, I got through my streaming days. Those
Boom.
were dark days, let me tell you.
Bring them back. Bring them
Hell
back.
No.
Comment down below if you think he should bring it back. Thank
They
you.
would. Chili pot is just gone.
Nope.
Done.
A revival.
Anyway, number 4, Simone Biles.
Not. Oh, dang it.
Absolute nut. Just a nutcase.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a good way, not because
Yeah.
she quit. Let's
Yeah,
let's
let's
set the
get-
record straight. She
Let's.
didn't quit. She got the yips.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what the yips are, it's when you're in
Explain.
the air and you don't know what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's unsafe to have kept going. Like, she didn't have a panic attack or anything. She got the yips. Like in baseball, when you can't make like an easy throw and you just start airmailing everything, you call it the yips because you're just like, dude, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's when you've done something like a million
And
times
all of a sudden, you just like, your body won't.
and it just stops working for no reason.
And also, it's like, because I remember, was it last Olympics where that happened? I think it
Sure.
had to have been. When everyone was like, it was so divided, which is so stupid, but I'm like, obviously it is not in her nature to be like, I'm nervous, it's the Olympics, I'm gonna quit.
Yeah, the way the media portrayed it was atrocious.
They described it so horribly because I really did think she just got anxious and then like essentially quit, and I was like,
I was in the boat of F Simone at that point.
yeah,
the
because,
way they said it.
Yeah, the way they describe it. But I'm like, no, that's also, she's not doing something like
She's not doing
Simple.
air rifling.
they just portrayed it so horribly, and like she could have gotten, if she was just like, I'm just gonna push through,
Oh
she
my
could have
God.
gotten like permanently screwed
Just
up.
land on your head, break your neck, you're beat.
Yeah.
You can't have the yips in gymnastics. You're gonna get
No.
broke off.
So honestly, shout out to her. I was team like, what?
Yeah.
Because they so annoying. They made it seem so silly, but
What's new?
yeah, she's insane though.
She's the first African American female all around gymnastic chomp.
Nice.
So
What a
shout
freaking
out to
animal.
her.
I love
Oh my
her.
God. And she's young as hell too. And she's like 22 or something.
I swear,
Something ridiculous.
max maybe 23, but I'm
Oh.
like, just a baby.
The clip of her like vibing with Snoop Dogg while she was on the floor.
That, I felt so patriotic. I was like, this is community.
That
This
is
is
the United
freedom.
States.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
She was, oh my gosh, she was living her best life at that moment. Like, that was iconic.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg's just been iconic, even though he is getting paid $500,000 a day, apparently, allegedly.
I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't care. You pay him however much you need to
I
pay him
know.
to get him to do that.
Yeah. Nice. Simone. Love you, girl. My number 4, we've mentioned him already, but it's Shaun White.
Oh, the best.
The reason I put him so high, because I'm not as like connected to him as you necessarily, is literally just because we watched that doc about him,
So good.
and I felt I learned so much because I didn't know a ton about him. Like, everyone knows who he is, but I really did feel like, oh my gosh, like we've went through this journey with you, and like just the fact that like this has been his life, it's just insane. And then I don't know, just watching him go from like little BB
Humble beginnings too. His family wasn't rich AF.
Nope.
Like they were chilling in the van.
Yeah.
Slept in the van and shit.
Just supporting him, was like full send, and now look. So
we need to get him on the jibs, get him jibbing, get him on the rails.
I will say I will never unsee the sliced lip.
Crazy.
So that I'm pretty pissed about. However, all in all, clearly he deserves to be on this list.
I think he's the first person to land a 1440 in competition. I can't even fathom 1080s, 3 full spins, and then 1260s, four rotations. You're in the air and you rotate more than I rotate in an entire season. He spins around more in one jump than I will the whole season. Put that in perspective. That is so insane.
And like, how freaking fast do you have to be hauling?
Like, what are you even looking at? Well, how are you spotting your landing? I can barely spot my landing when I do a 360.
I can't spot my landing when I'm falling, leaving it.
It doesn't make sense. What are you looking at?
Literally, like, what are you looking at?
Everything is just a blur. You're just chucking some certified USDA roast as the premium beef.
Top of the line.
Top of the line chuck roast.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Sean, you stinker. But actually,
legend.
what are you looking at?
Also, a skater too.
Yep.
Like he would skate half pipe in the X Games in the off season and just dominate there too.
Yeah, like he actually is a freak.
Just a legend.
The Olympics are full of little freaks.
Hands down had the widest stance in all of snowboarding ever. Nobody will ever come close to how wide his stance was.
That's awesome.
I think if he'd brought the stance in a little bit more, he could have squeaked out another half a rotation. He could have got that triple cork he was chasing after.
I don't think the world needed it yet. Like, I don't think they were ready.
Also, the first person to get a perfect score in the X Games run.
Like, what? What is wrong with you? Like, what?
Just a stud.
Yeah.
What else do I want to say about him?
Yeah, pop off.
Oh, I love how the movie that they made about him was just like The Last Dance.
Oh, yeah.
They made it just like Michael Jordan's Last Dance.
I mean,
2 goats.
yeah, like, for real.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. So, Shawnee boy,
Ooh,
you crazy.
you madman.
You absolute madman. My number 4.
They didn't really talk. Did they talk about his skateboarding in the doc? I feel like
they did because I have always known him as snowboarder, and I knew kind of that he skated, but I didn't really know like to what extent until the doc. Yeah, they talked about it because remember, I mean, he was little, but when he had that slam, was that at X Games?
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been like during practice. It was something weird because he was.
I swear it was a comp.
Yeah, it was some kind of competition or something, or maybe a demo because he was running like doubles with Bob Burnquist.
Yeah.
And Bob was gonna air over him or something.
Yeah, and he just
smacked the deck.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
That
Could you imagine running into mini Shaun White? He thought he killed him. He was like, "Oh my God,
literally
I just killed Shaun
and then
White."
his parents were just like, yeah, that was crazy.
I think his parents knew, like, they know what comes with the territory.
For sure, but just like, he was so little. That's crazy. Anyways, that's my number 4.
Sick.
Yep.
Number 3. We already brought him up. Usain Bolt, fastest man alive.
Nice.
Still holds the record for the 100 and 200 meter.
What do you know what they are or no?
I don't know. Fast.
Probably 1
I
second.
feel like it was.
He takes 1 step.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Gee, like if you don't know who Usain Bolt is,
That's actually crazy.
get out of the rock you're living under.
Like, seriously.
It's time to relocate boulders. Like, figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, again, like, that's so crazy to me to be like, There is no one on this planet faster than that man.
I swear he was touching like 11, 12 mile an hour.
That's
Like
that
double
doesn't
digits.
make any
That's
sense.
so insane.
That doesn't make any sense.
And nobody's touched his record since. I think he did that in like 08.
Yeah, he was around that time for sure.
Coming from Jamaica of all places. Like, thank God he didn't get just roped into the Rastafarian life.
Yeah.
Fun fact, when he was interviewing, somebody was like, "Oh, do you like running or something? Do you like training?" And he was like, What are you talking about? I hate running. Running's terrible."
Also, can we just improve? This is just general. People who do like post-event interviews, I don't understand. You don't have to go to school anymore for like any sort of like sports cast. Like, you just have to Google. No, you don't even have to Google anything. Just say, "Do you like?" and then whatever event you're at.
Well,
No.
let's go ahead and divide the base.
No,
here.
I know what you're gonna say.
I mean, those are the people that were communication majors.
Wait, who?
Think about it. Think about all the people that are like, "Yeah, communication's my major," and you're like,
Don't, because one of my friends is a communications major actively right now.
"It's time to change." No. That's gonna get you nothing.
I just think.
Do marketing. At least like.
The amount of times we have watched some type of event. Like, do you like NHL? Do you like hockey? Do you like it? It's crazy. Actually, you know what? Keep it. It's awesome. It's entertaining.
It's the during the game interviews that are the worst. I wish the coaches would just say what they actually wanted to say instead of trying to be PC and shit.
It would be awesome. It would make for such like.
Just let it rip.
You'd get so many eyes on that. You guys, like, take freaking notes. We're giving you the gold you need.
Oh man, but sports needs. They just do such a poor job of showing personality.
Yeah.
But like football, I mean, I guess you get like the celebrations and shit, but
Which I love.
they just. I almost swear, like, sport team owners want to shut down personality. They hate it. They hate when people start acting a fool and shit.
I just think it's like there's so many. I don't know.
These are the best athletes in the world. Let them do them.
Yeah, people are just nervy for whatever reason, but
So
I think
dumb.
it's silly. Yeah. All right. Are we on my number 3?
Yep.
Okay. My number 3, we just mentioned her, Simone. Duh, of course.
Just a freak athlete.
Just a freak athlete. One thing that I thought was really silly that my mom sent me, there was a trick, we watched it, that she did, I think, in this Olympics. I don't know what it's called. I'm not even going to try. But it was just like she flew like high into the air. And my mom sent me a thing, and I forget the exact number, but it was the amount of crock pots that she flew. It was a lot of crock pots.
Oh my God.
Which I thought was awesome. But yeah, I mean, we already said it. She's insane.
I wonder if she could dunk.
I think she could do anything.
I would hope she could dunk.
I literally think she could do anything. Yeah, I just love her. I, for a second, was team, are you a quitter? But I'm glad that I've seen the light. And I also think people need to, whatever. Anyways, that was covered. Super weird. But I think she's an animal.
Yes.
She's obviously a freak of nature in the best way.
Oh, yeah. And American.
Yeah. What a good time. Like,
let's go.
Let's freaking go. I wonder how many Olympics she's done. Because I feel like she's been around forever. But
she's got to be her third. Maybe fourth.
At least, yeah.
22. 18.
14.
I don't know.
Maybe just her third. Maybe she's just so dominant that it feels like she's been around for nice.
I mean, if you're around for 3 Olympics, that's 12
That's
years.
Crazy.
That's over a decade.
I wonder if she'll do another one. That would be. I would feel like that'd have to be her last.
Yeah, I don't think gymnast lifespan are very.
Mm-mm. I had a girl that lived across the street, and she did gymnastics since she was like a baby, and she was on track for the Olympics, and then just kind of had like a realization of like, that's not the life I want. I've loved gymnastics my whole life, but like, I don't. And I'm like, this is insane. Like, I would go to her meets and absolutely, it didn't make any sense. But yeah, the lifespan, or like career span, is not very long, which makes sense. But
nope.
Anyways, that was my number 3.
Sick. My number 2, Jesse Owens.
Nice.
Just shoving it up Hitler's A.
His little stinker.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And setting the precedent for, honestly, just black athletes and in the running events and just dominating.
Yeah.
He showed everybody, what are you doing sending all these dumb white fools
Literally,
out here?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Just shut down the Aryan,
Good.
Aryan theory or whatever Hitler had.
Who knows?
Just real quick.
Yeah.
But fun fact, that clip of Hitler like tweaking at the Olympics, apparently he wasn't even on drugs.
He was just what? Just being himself?
Either being himself, somebody, the dude that's big into like Nazis and drugs, because he had Neil Oren or whatever, he did a lot of research and was looking through his doctor's records, like with his personal doctor. He didn't get introduced to meth until like
way later,
1940 or some shit. So he theorized that he was just like having a sugar rush or something.
That is quite the sugar rush, Adolf.
Or maybe that was him just being pissed off about Jesse
I hope
Owens.
that's what it was.
Because I could see that.
That'd be awesome.
Or maybe he was just nervy.
It has to be something, because I'm like, he was.
Or maybe it's just a fake video.
Yeah, that's true too.
Everything's fake now.
I hope he just got mad. I hope that was him just being really mad.
Either sugar rush, pissed off, or fake. Those are your 3.
Take one and run.
Sugar rush sounds crazy.
That would be the that would be an insane sugar rush.
Ooh, we are dragging across the finish line here.
Nice Olympic reference.
Ooh.
My number 2 is Michael Phelps.
Damn. Well, that's my number 1.
Okay, we can talk about it.
Spoil it. Most winning athlete of all time.
Mm-hmm. 28
Crazy.
medals. 28.
28.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Katie Ledecky doesn't have a chance.
She does, though. If she's doing multiple events in swimming, that's why I was...
She's halfway there.
Yeah. She can do it.
28.
Yeah, 28.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way she's touching that.
Oh, I thought you meant he didn't win that. I was like, but he did.
She might get like most winning woman.
Probably, yeah.
She could definitely surpass Larissa.
Yeah.
I think she had like 19.
Okay. Oh yeah, she has it.
So she can do that for sure. Michael Phelps, she ain't touching that.
Isn't that insane? 28.
No wonder he was such a big deal. And
also,
avid pot smoker, loves to rip the bong.
that was a really whatever era, like when he was at his peak. I think there was like 2 Olympics where, I don't know, 2 or 3 I can think of. That was such a fun time. Like, I remember that. Obviously, I was a little younger, so it was like, whoa, the Olympics. But I just remember that in his era was so fun to watch.
It was huge on all the Subway commercials.
Yeah. He was in everything.
Just couldn't be stopped.
Yeah.
Purell.
Mm-hmm.
Big Purell guy.
He probably, like, I swear he was in every commercial ever.
Oh, my goodness. But when that picture of him ripping Bongzilla dropped. That was earth shattering.
I remember that and being like, because as a
People did
kid,
not
I thought
know
that
how to
was,
handle that.
yeah, I thought that was so bad. And I was like, oh my gosh, like Michael. That's so awesome now, though.
What a guy.
Yeah. I mean, 28 medals, I think it speaks for its freaking self. So.
How?
That
is pure domination.
That is pure freak of nature.
Oh, and the iconic just
Yes. The wingspan.
the way that so many people did that, like pre-baseball game warm up.
I believe it.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. Can you imagine
absurd.
being a lifeguard, just a like teenage lifeguard during that summer of the Olympics and being like, if I see one more idiot do the little before they cannonball into the pool.
The best.
It's a wrap.
Iconic.
Nice. Well, Michael, I mean, good job. I don't know what you want me to say. You're a freak. So, my number one is someone I think has absolutely represented the Olympic spirit. And it is none other than Snoop Dogg.
Wow, he's not even an athlete.
But the joy that he has brought in revving up. And let me just say,
man.
this Paris Olympics has been an absolute dumpster fire.
It's been horrendous.
However, the beacon of light in the midst of this has been Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah.
So
Crip walking with the torch.
Like, are you kidding? At every event, like, I remember he sat with some swimmer's wife as he won gold, and he was like, he acted as if it was his own son. He was vibing with the gymnast girls, the equestrian things when he was like hanging out with the horses. I mean, that's just pure freedom.
He's living his best life and getting a fat payday
As
for it at the
he
same time.
freaking should.
He deserves it.
He has been the highlight of my Olympics this year. And so for that, I mean, he's done everything. He's been at every freaking event.
He was at skateboarding.
Like, hello? I don't care if it's for a fat paycheck. I'm proud of him. And I think he has represented Olympics.
Can we talk about just the absolute doo-doo paper coverage they have in between the events? Why are we talking about baguettes
And snails.
and escargot? You don't have a million stories you can talk about the greatest athletes in the world. Why aren't you highlighting those?
Races amongst waiters. What
The
are we
waiter race?
doing? Although that I want to do.
That one makes more sense, but we're talking about snails. I don't care about Paris's culture. This is the Olympics. Talk about the athletes.
As someone who is a hoe for Paris and for France, and for some reason I'm just that girl that's obsessed with it, I even agree that I'm like, it's just not the time. Let's focus on why we're here. I don't care about escargot.
You got a million stories you could be talking about.
Or even like...
You got 51-year-old Andy Mack out there. There was a 49-year-old dude out there, too. That was crazy. That's I think it was from South Africa.
What event? Skateboarding?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, wait. Was that this morning? Yes. Yeah. Like...
And then you have 13-year-olds out there doing it.
But no, let's talk about the snails. I agree. I think it's weird.
It's a travesty.
It's
Who
like
okayed that?
whoever is doing commercial cuts in the middle of a literal event.
Shout out to all the commentators out there. You really blew it for the Olympics. You guys, NBC, for the love of God. At least you got some real skaters to like commentate the skate events. I'll give you that.
That's true.
That's been better.
Yeah, but again, it's like we're giving people flowers for doing the bare minimum.
And show us the freaking medal ceremony.
Please.
What the hell?
Can we at least start there? Can we see people get the medal that they earned? Hello? Anyways.
That'd be like watching the Stanley Cup for NHL.
And then you don't see them
you don't see him hand them the Stanley Cup
The buzzer goes, and then.
All right, cut it.
But then you see the pictures the next day.
NBA Finals, you don't get to see LeBron just freaking with the trophy.
Nope.
Kissing the trophy. Didn't get to see any of that. Like,
nope.
Who in their right mind? It's just we're in the Twilight Zone.
Ooh.
We're in the Twilight Zone. That's just what it is.
We are, but at least we're there with Snoop. Come on.
All right.
He's
that's
been a
Twilight
highlight.
Zone I'd want to be a part of.
Me
Honorable
as well.
mentions.
Raisa. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I totally forgot her last name.
Wow.
Thank you. Apollo Ono, because do you know who that is? He was a speed skater. I feel like his
Sick.
peak was like '08, but for some reason that Olympics, my family was obsessed with Apollo Ono. I don't know why. I don't know.
American.
Yeah.
He better be if your family's obsessed with him.
I'm pretty sure he was. He had a crazy weird goatee. It was just so 2008. But I don't know what. It's just like now a good memory when I see him. And then let's not dive into the rabbit hole because we are wrapping this up. But whoever that boxer is that there's so much debate about, I just want to shout her out as an honorable mention because it's similar. Who else? Never mind.
I don't know how I feel about it anymore. She's intersex, whatever
Well,
that means. And Caitlyn Jenner said shame on the Olympics for letting her fight.
Well, here's what I've gathered as of late. And again, we don't need to dive into it, but she was born with a genetic, I don't know if disorder is the right word, but essentially she was just born with higher levels of testosterone, which is very common among women, actually.
But does she have XY chromosome? I think she's intersex. I think she has XY.
I don't think she is.
Yeah, because, okay, she got banned in the IOC International, championship because of a gender test or something.
But I think
they didn't drop the results. And they were just like, oh, people can guess from the failure.
And I think what that showed, she is fully a woman, has never said she's anything other than that, all the parts. She just has, her levels are just a little off. So like how I complain about hormonal acne, it's just levels. So I'm like, that's all this is, which also is why certain features look a little bit more masculine, but she is fully woman.
But what does intersex even mean?
That, to my understanding, is you are born with a little bit of both. So there are some people who like one is more prominent, so they just identify like that, but they technically, there's kind of bits of both happening.
So is that what she has?
No. She just has...
See, I don't know who to believe anymore.
I mean, it's weird, and it makes me wonder, obviously this is a very different topic, but it makes me wonder, it feels similar to the whole Simone Biles thing, where it's like you're just hearing a million things. So I'm like, maybe in 4 years we'll know. But I'm like, from what I can tell, she doesn't deserve to have all this.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
She won.
I'm sick of people being like, that's a man. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
And it's not even like because I was talking to my sister about this. It's not even like a transgender issue.
No.
It's just.
Never claimed to be a man.
No, and so I just want to shout her out because.
Born a woman.
Always. Yeah, just levels are a little different, which is incredibly common among women. It just manifests differently. Like some people have super hairy arms. Like
now if she's intersex, that's a whole nother conversation.
But I don't think so. I really think
because then it's kind of a safety issue because she's boxing.
Well, again, I mean, it's a whole thing.
We need to figure out what her chromosomes is, because if she's XY, then okay.
I don't think she is though. I think that's why
all right, if she's straight at XX, and people need to just shut up.
Yeah, I think it is
sorry.
just a weird, yeah.
I'm sorry you got punched so hard. Like,
Also, again, just
dodge.
to clarify to our couple listeners, this is me a little bit talking out of my booty. I've tried to do like a little bit of looking up stuff. I've talked to people who have looked up a little bit of stuff, but I think, I'm not saying definitively, I think this is kind of what's happening. But regardless, as of now, everyone shut up, because
It's not a transgender issue.
no, it's not at all.
If
And
anything,
people are turning it into that.
If anything, it's an intersex issue.
If, though.
If.
Which is a huge if. So I think...
And with that, if it is an intersex issue, I have absolutely no idea what to do with that. I would have to see what the chromosomes say. If it's XY, you got a little bit of an argument. But if she's born a woman and has always been a woman, she a woman.
Yeah. And
honestly, it comes down to it. She's just gonna have to take her pants off. We gotta see what's going on.
No way.
We're just gonna have to do it like we did the old Olympics. Everybody naked.
I don't want to watch that Olympics.
Except for the Winter Olympics. That'd be kind of problematic.
You, like, all episode, you haven't been that party. And, like, the last, like, 2 people.
Yeah, it's been wild.
It's the trumpet. It's announcing we're almost at the end.
There you go.
But anyways, we'll leave that. Your honorable mentions?
Lindsey Vonn.
Nice.
Six Gear. Lolo Jones. Mark Spitz. The Michael Phelps before Michael Phelps. And, oh man, I mean, am I really dead naming if I say Bruce? Bruce was the Olympian. Bruce Jenner was in the Olympics, but Caitlyn Jenner today.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I'm respecting your name and what you are, but Bruce competed in the Olympics, okay? Not Caitlyn.
Yeah.
But I guess Bruce slash Caitlyn Jenner.
What event?
The Decathlon.
Oh, okay.
So,
nice.
Shout out to her for back then, him winning the gold, bringing it home. And, oh man, this is a controversial one, but I had to bring it. Lance Armstrong.
You know what?
They're all doping.
Yeah,
they were all doping. There's a crazy fact. I don't know if it pertains to the Olympics, but definitely the Tour de France. It was like if you wanted to accommodate for everybody that was cheating, you would have to, or I'm not saying that right. If you wanted to eliminate all the cheaters, you would have to go to like 38th place. 38th place would have been the winner if you took out all the cheaters.
I believe it.
So
he wasn't the only one. He just freaking goofed and got exposed. So
he truly goofed, and he was the best. So
yeah.
There
Yellow armbands forever. I'll always.
Oh man, that was devastating.
I know. I was like, had to cut it off. I was like, Lance.
There's a South Park episode about it. It's.
I'm not kidding. I'm getting us
awesome.
a jar. We can put it right here. We're gonna do it.
So there you go.
Well, keep on watching the Olympics if you so please. Prepare to watch a lot of ads. But you know what?
Yeah, you're gonna learn about Paris's freaking cult. Yep.
Happy Olympics. Happy world. So that's all I have to say.
There you go.
Yep.
How about that opening ceremony, huh?